What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm gonna be looking at all the new fishy rods that came out in the recent update. And I mean, I really want to because I spent a lot of money on them. Like, I'm pretty sure in total because of this update I lost like maybe $17 million. Yeah, 17 million. I actually lost so much money I had to go back and fish for like 6 hours, I think. Yeah, 6 more hours to buy the rest of the fishing rods. I'm also missing one more, the level 1000, but as you can see down here I'm level 992, so I am pretty close. But I think that fishy rod deserves its own video, and hopefully that video comes out tomorrow. So in that video I'm gonna compare it to other good fishy rods in the game, and I'm gonna take it to multiple locations to fish with. And I know some of you guys are saying, oh, level 992, you're not even maxed, but the truth is I don't macro, I do everything myself. So you know what, I try my best, and hopefully tomorrow, like I said before, I should try to get that video out, because I heard a lot of great things about that fishy rod. But today we have 7 we have to look at, and to be honest, most of these fishy rods I kind of regret buying it, because like I said before, I lost a lot of money. So yeah, looking at the fishy rods, I'm gonna go from cheapest to most expensive, and I'm pretty sure the cheapest one was like $100,000, and then the other ones are like in the millions. All right, for the first one we have the Depthseeker rod. It has a lure speed of 55%, a luck of 20%, a control of 0.17, and a resilience of 25%, and a max weight of 50,000 kilograms. Well, I mean, the lure speed is actually really good. The luck is way too low, and to have a control of 0.17 with the low luck is kind of crazy. And I mean, the resilience is fine, and this fishy rod did cost us $125,000, so it's not too bad. So let's read the description. Engineered with deep sea technology, this resilient rod thrives in challenging conditions. Its reinforced construction and adaptive strength makes it ideal for anglers ready to venture beyond the shallows and face tougher aquatic adversaries. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea why the description is so massive, but yeah, in general this fishy rod is actually pretty terrible. It has no passive on top of that. If you have $125,000, do not buy that fishing rod, and to be honest, you should be buying the mythical rod. This mythical rod costs you $110,000, and the passive it comes with gives you so much more money, so please do not waste your money on the other fishy rod. I mean, we could look at it. Let me go equip it real quick. You know what, that design looks pretty decent. It definitely matches the vibe of the Atlantis, but yeah, but too bad, I'm probably never gonna use it. And yeah, that control bar is massive, look at it. But like I said before, buy the mythical rod or the Trident rod, because yeah, it's pretty terrible. And now the second cheapest rod of the update has to be the Champion's rod, I think. And to buy the Champion's rod, I think it costs $1 million, and you buy it right here. Yeah, it's right here, look, $1 million. Wow. Wow. So now look at the stat: a lure speed of 45%, a luck of 65%, a control of 0.15, and a resilience of 5%, and a max weight of 200,000 kilograms. So yeah, you can pretty much catch everything in the game with it. The lure speed is actually pretty decent, the luck is okay, the control is okay, the resilience is really low. But aren't you better off buying the Arctic rod? Where is it? Where's the Arctic rod? Man, we really need a search bar, like somewhere here. A search bar for the fishy rods would be really nice, because now I'm like, I can't find it. There's like 70 rods in the game. Oh, here it is. Bro, the Arctic rod is literally overall better, like way better, and I'm pretty sure it only costs you like $25,000. Yeah, don't even buy this. Oh man, again, look at the description, it's so big, bruh. And again, this fishy rod has no passive. $1 million, by the way. To be honest, I have no idea what it represents. It looks kind of weird, I don't know. I mean, the bottom of the fishy rod does look nice, but the way you see it right here, it should be on your back. I don't know, when it's sideways it looks kind of weird to me, but I mean, this fishy rod is kind of bad too. Like, why is it so expensive? You know what, on second thought, it looks a little bit better when you're fishing. Yeah, actually looks pretty nice, and the control bar is a nice size at least. But for $1 million, I don't know. I'm pretty sure with $1 million you could buy a Nessie. So I mean, yeah, it looks decent, but yeah, nah. Yeah, I just stay away from it. And for the third cheapest one, we have the Abyssal Spectre rod. And get this, it does cost $1 million, but let's be exact, $1,004,269. Yeah, that makes it so much more better. It has a lure speed of 25%, a luck of 90%, a control of 0.1, a resilience of 60%, and max weight infinite. Bro, $1 million, low lure speed, mid luck, a 0.1 control, and I mean, that resilience is really high, like really high. I'm pretty sure 60 is the highest in the game right now. I mean, to be honest, $1 million, actually, you know what, it looks pretty nice. I actually like the green color. I'm actually gonna test it out on a mythical fish. So let's see, I'm gonna put on night shrimp to increase that lure speed, because that lure speed is really low. So with the night shrimp we get a 90% universal luck. So yeah, we have a lot of luck, but you know what, catching a fish is gonna take a while, because lure speed really does matter. So maybe if you put a hasty on it, it could be a decent fishy rod, especially if you struggle with the little mini game right here, the control bar. But let's try to get a mythical fish. We got a legendary. Yeah, I mean, that bar is barely moving. There's like almost no resistance. Wow, 60% is really a lot. And to be honest, you could probably get perfect catch every single time. But again, for $1 million, I feel like by then you'll be good at the bar mini game. All right, there we go, we got a mythical. And I mean, yeah, it's moving a decent amount, not that much really. Nah, this bar is still moving way too much. Yeah, $1 million it's not worth it. I mean, if you really struggle that much fishing in the game and you have $1 million, I say go ahead and buy it. But there's no way at that point, just use a Trident rod and practice. But let's go on to the next one. And next we have the Kraken rod. And I did try it out really early on. It has a lure speed of 60%, a luck of 185%, a control of 0.2, and a resilience of 15% with a max weight of 115,000 kilograms. So once again, you can catch any fish in the game. But wait a minute, there's a catch for this fishing rod. To buy this fishing rod, you need $1.3 million. So yeah, it is an endgame rod, and it's actually pretty decent. With hasty, you could get instant catch on it. But you know what? I want to put the immortal enchantment on it. It'll give it 75% more luck, and it'll have 250% luck. And you know what? It's alright. Oh, look, a tentacle. I remember when I first equipped it, I got scared. I was like, what is that? But the design looks pretty decent, not the greatest. I mean, the design doesn't look too bad. I kind of like how it has a 0.2 control. But man, this fish is resisting a lot. I kind of wish this fishing rod had an aura on it, like a red one. Like, to me, it looks too basic. What do you guys think about this fishing rod? It is considered an endgame rod though. So I'm going to assume with the passive, you could catch the Kraken with it. You can't catch the ancient Kraken because it's a different rarity. I believe it's called secret. So maybe you could catch the Kraken with that fishing rod, or maybe even the Megalodon. Let me see, where's the ancient isle? Yeah, as you can see right here, it's in the best cherry and they're both exotic. So yeah, catching either one with that fishing rod is quite possible, but I'm pretty sure to test it out, you gotta fish for like maybe 5 hours. But for $1.3 million, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, at that point, you might as well buy a different fishing rod. But for $1.3 million, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather use my no life rod instead. I get instant catch, a massive control bar, and awesome passives. So yeah, the Kraken for me is a no. I mean, if I use it, it's gonna be for like a challenge video or something like that. I'm not really gonna use it for my everyday use. So yeah, for that one, it's gonna pretty much sit for me. Alright, so for the next one, it's gonna be one that people ask me a lot about, and it's gonna be the Poseidon rod. Oh, it's right here. A lure speed of 50%, a leg of 165%. Wow, it's really high. A control of 0.2 and a resilience of 40%, and a max weight of 100,000 kilograms. So I'm gonna assume this is considered an endgame rod. And by the way, this fishing rod does cost $1.5 million, or 1.55555. Wait, is that enough fives? Alright, $1.5 million. And you know what? This fishing rod looks really cool. I actually like how it looks. But again, I don't like the fact it's sideways. This fishing rod does have some passives, but somebody told me there's a bug and it doesn't work. You know what? It's been a while, so let's see if they fixed it. Like, how is there a bug for this fishing rod or for the update in general? Man, it looks so nice. I actually like how it looks. Wow. Now that I think about it, when they fix the passive on this, I actually might use this fishing rod when I'm farming XP, because while farming for decent XP, you're gonna make way more money. So yeah, clever enchantment or put hasty on it. I mean, yeah, you could put quantum or Abyssal on it to make even more money, but I might put hasty on it for in general use because I like how it looks. But is it worth $1.5 million? I'd say so, especially when they fix the passive. But of course, I have to wait till they fix it so I can compare it to other fishing rods to see how much money it could actually make. So if you want to wait, that's probably better. You could just wait for them to fix it and then buy it, because you never know, they could just remove it from the game. Alright, so now it's gonna be expensive. The next one we have the Zeus rod, and this fishing rod does cost $1.7 million. A lure speed of 40%, a luck of 70%, a control of 0.25, a resilience of 50%, and a max weight infinite. It does have a control of 0.25, so it has to be considered an endgame rod. So with this fishing rod, you have a 10% chance to turn a nearby area into a thunderstorm area. Inside the area, you are provided extra lure speed, a higher mythical fish chance, and all fish caught in the area will get electrified, giving them the electric shock mutation. However, the electrifying process has a 5% chance to burn the fish, giving it the charred mutation, which makes a fish sell for 50% less or half of its price. But you know what? I heard from a lot of people this fishing rod doesn't even work. Like, it's bugged. Actually, I think the look is okay. I mean, they definitely could have done better. But bro, that control bar is huge. Maybe if you put Immortal on it, it could help it a lot. But it's really hard for me to say to buy it because the passives don't work. So before I do a full test on it, we gotta wait maybe a couple days. So for the people telling me Zeus rod or Poseidon rod, I think for me, the Poseidon rod is gonna be the way to go. Like, the Poseidon rod could be the new Heavens rod. Like I said before, the Heavens rod has a lot of luck, but it has a really low lure speed. But with this fishing rod, say for example, if you're missing a mythical fish, you could use this fishing rod to go get that specific fish really fast. But I think with the Poseidon rod, I'm gonna use it instead to complete my bestiary. And I might go put Immortal on it to get that massive luck boost, because the lure speed is higher, the control is the same, and a higher resilience as well. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna buy this one and use it for the future. But definitely in another video, I'm gonna test out the Zeus rod and the Poseidon rod at the same time, side by side. And now for the last fishing rod, we have one more, and that's a Tempest rod. And now only if I can find it. I have so many fishing rods. pounds. And this one does cost $1.85 million. A lure speed of 50%, a leg of 70%, a control of 0.15 and resilience of 40%, with a max weight of 80,000 kilograms. Bro, what? The stats are so bad. Yeah, I mean, 15%, 70, 15, 40. Like, why would you buy this fish rod? The Arctic rod is literally better or the same. Like, why? Why is it $1.85 million? I mean, yeah, it's a decent looking fishy rod, but for $1.85 million, you might as well buy the Arctic rod like I said before. Yeah, I don't know. The Tempest rod is definitely not it. But I think right now, I'm gonna go farm some exalted relics, and I'm gonna start enchanting some of these fishing rods. But definitely the Poseidon rod. This one might be my main fishing rod for the future if they fix it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.